Hi everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw coal. Okay, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch, mostly for myself, so don't worry if you can't see it. This is just to make sure that I get everything in here and that I fit everything on the page, you know? So I'll switch over to Sharpie in a second. You'll be able to see much better, and you'll be able to follow along with the actual drawing, not the sketch, because this is how I draw, not how I sketch. Maybe I should do that, is have a separate page or other videos about how I sketch the way I do it. It's pretty simple. It's the way anybody does it, you know. I'm just basically drawing over and over again until I'm happy with what I'm doing. That's all any sketching is. That's all any drawing is, you know. You're just drawing over and over again until you're happy. And you know, you just keep doing it over and over until you get it right. That's it. That's simple. Let's see. This is another one of those, like the original outfits that has got like these weird, crazy, like pockets everywhere, and what else? It's got double belts. That's the other thing. It just always makes me laugh about the old designs. I mean, they still work. Obviously, everybody still likes them, you know, but it's just funny how they came up with this idea. And so the easiest way to make characters, or you know, build off this platform they have, is just by redrawing over the working template. You know, what if it works, keep doing it. You know, that's the best way to look at it, and that's what they do. So, you know, it's funny how sometimes it's just the same template but a different character, you know. And so anyway, like I said, this is that original character, that original template that's got the strange additions to it that were cool for the design, you know, but as time goes on, it's not the same anymore. So it just makes me laugh whenever I see them again. Okay, so let's see. Also, I gotta make sure that I make it interesting enough, because we can't draw everything. It's not, we don't have time for it, and B, this is too tiny. You know, you can't try to expect everything to be in here. Let's see. I think that'll work for that. Let's see. Do I get enough of? No, the hat needs to be a bit bigger. I just kind of basically drew his head, but the hat's got to be over his head, right? Something like that. Okay. Oops, lost my picture. Here it is. Okay, so it's going to have that circle, that weird dome thing on top of it, and something on the side. But that's okay, because it's going to be too small for us to draw anyway, right? Okay. I think I'm happy with the face. I just have to draw everything else. Let's see. We'll just do a hand, just hanging down, right? And then we'll do like we'll do. Ugh, that doesn't look right. We'll do some fists, you know, like we always do. Something fun. Alright. We'll get away with drawing some simple ones, because it's a fist, you know. Alright. I think that'll work for that. Let's do something different with this arm. Let's do, how about let's have him showing off his muscle. Alright. Yeah, that looks good. Then there's a bicep there, shoulder there. Okay, like that. So that means I will have this hand doing this. Right? Because showing off his muscle. Alright, I think that'll work. Let's see. This is way too dark for a sketch. So I'm just going to erase a little bit of it and we'll let the inking take care of the rest. But I know roughly where all this stuff's going to be, so I think that's good enough. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to some Sharpies, and I'm going to do the Sharpie pen first. You're welcome to use a pencil, but I'm going to do this just for some of the features in the eyes or in the face, because you can't get everything, you know. So I'm just going to kind of draw his eyes like this. And also, it's too small to get everything, you know. So he's got some thick eyebrows. So I'm just going to kind of capture the essence of him, you know. It's about the best I can do. Oops, that's a little thick. Again, see, too much. Can't go too crazy. So let's just give him a little mouth here. And we'll stick with that. That's good enough, because anything else is going to go way too much detail. So I'm just going to kind of follow his features like this. And let's see, his ear's going to be like that. Just do like that for his ear. And then I'm going to start to thicken up the outsides, because I'm just going to switch over to the Sharpie pretty soon. Or this is a Sharpie, right? Switch over to the thicker Sharpie pretty soon, and it's all going to look weird, thick versus thin. So I'm going to, I'll stick with this for now, because some of this has some finer details. So I'm going to draw the rim of his hat. Let's see, about right there. And follow it around the top of his head. I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit. And the reason I'm using this Sharpie, this thin Sharpie, is because I want to do this, and I can control it better with this tiny Sharpie. The other Sharpie's way too fat for any kind of detail. Okay, and so I'm going to add just a couple of rivets just to give it something, you know. And then let's do the light on the front. Okay, and since we're here with the Sharpie, let's do another thin one inside like that. Just real light. Okay, and there's like a housing over it, so it's gonna kind of come up and over like that and go down. And it's kind of hard to describe. We're trying to draw without drawing in 3D, so I think that's going to be good enough. So there is a bolt and other little doobly dads on the side here. There's a wire that's connected to the light like that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and draw the edge of the hat to finish this up. Oops. Okay, and I think that's good enough for the hat. And coloring will take care of the rest. We'll just draw one more little line just to make me happy. That doesn't make me happy. That didn't do what I wanted to do. Something like that. Ooh, that worked out pretty good. Let's go with that. Okay, so I'm going to switch back over to the big Sharpie now. And I'm going to draw the rest of him. So I'm going to draw his neck into the little collar that he's got going on here, into his big bandana that's hanging down. And it's got a couple different levels to it, so I'm just going to kind of do something like this. And let's do it with a thin Sharpie. For some strange reason, this coal miner has a bandana on, but hey, I guess that's just part of it. You know what, I shouldn't be negative. It's part of the design. I'm making fun of it that a coal miner shouldn't have a bandana, but that's, like I said, that's part of the original design, so that's why it's there. Stop making fun and just enjoy it, right? Okay, so he's got, I'm going to draw this underneath like that, his little I wanted to call it a satchel, but it's not a satchel, it's just a strap going across, you know. But that's going to help us with some edges. And that's basically going to start us with everything else. So I'm going to draw the rest of them up like this, and there's that same strap right there. So there's his sleeve like that. So that means I could bring it down to his belt like that. It's going to have a box over on this side like that. And I'm kind of all over the place, just jumping with what's what where, you know. So, but it's just I see opportunities to draw some of the certain parts, so I'm just kind of jumping on that opportunity, you know. So same thing here. I'm just gonna draw his first belt. Since we're here, let's go ahead and do it. Let's just do the other one too. And that one's kind of like that. Draw his other belt. That. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone and move on. Okay, so let's move on to his arms. Let's go ahead and finish those up real quick. So again, yeah, his biceps over like the shoulders like this. The bicep is over like that. I'm going to start with his elbow here and draw into his arm. And so now I'm going to go from his wrist to his forearm like this. Bring it back down to his elbow. His little glove thing is right there. So now I'm going to come in here, I'm going to draw his pinky like that. That'll help me determine where some of this other stuff is going to be. And remember, I have his thumb out here first. And let's see, so there's a line there, there, and there. So now I can draw his other fingers. But you can't see everything, remember? So that's all we got to do. That simple. I don't like that there's not a line right here, so I'm going to add something, you know, just to show that there's creases and folds, and that'll give us edges of that. And you know what, he does also have, again, because it's that old design, that wrist communicator, you know, or that wrist thing. It's something that's on their forearm, and I don't know what it's for, but it's part of the design, so we're going to draw it. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up his other arm. So we're going to draw basically just a simple arm, just shoulder, bicep to the forearm. I'm going to come down here like this. Same thing, I'm going to draw the bicep to the forearm down to the wrist like that. And this glove is a little bit shorter here, so I can put it with that down that low. And this, we're just going to do a simple fist like this. And see, there's not much you got to draw, you know. So we're going to draw the side of the hand like that to the knuckles, and draw over here the thumb, close it off like that, and we're done. Let's not do anything else. I think that's good enough for a wrist, you know. Okay, so he's got a pocket on this side. It's going to kind of do like that. This, and that means now we can draw the pants like this. And now I'm just going to draw down to where those like strappy things are on his leg. So I'm going to kind of come in here like this, and I know where that's going to be, so because of my sketch, so that's why I kind of did it like that. And so then I'm going to draw his pants out like that and back in, strappy thing, pants to his what do you call it, the infamous knee protector. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish out these pants over here like that, down to, again, same thing to his, that old knee protector. So the knee protector, it's let's just draw. So there's a strap going all the way across to the back from the front. Same thing, there's another one over here like that. And so his pants are kind of out like this because that's all the way across, but the knee protector is strapped on like this. And we don't want to go above those, we want it below like that. Okay, and so that's where his boot is. We're going to come in like this. And so also a part of the infamous knee protector is the infamous shin protector, or I'm sorry, not shin protector, shoelace protector. So these little like big, I call them little big knee, my words are all over the place, lace protectors, because for some strange reason they go over the lace like that where his laces are, and just connect to his shoe like that. And so now I'm going to draw like his big old treads, because this is again that design that has the tread. It's huge on the bottom of this shoe. So we're just going to keep going. So okay, so he's got another one over here, and it's not connected like the other one, so we're just going to kind of do something like this. And then his shoes are back behind that like that. The boot's going to come down here like that. The lace protector is like this. Okay, and then there's the toe like that, and then gigantic old treads. Okay, so I think I'll take care of the rest with coloring. So that is Cole. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.